are some of the New York City freedom fighters that said no and are still fighting the tyranny in New York. We still love New York, mi gente. One of the fights that we are having here in New York City is obviously the capital in Mamdani, the socialists in the capital of the world. We are seeing more tax the rich rallies. There was one that just happened just this past Sunday, November 16th, and it was organized by the New York City DSA and allies, and it was to demand taxes on the wealthy to fund universal child care and protect New Yorkers from federal budget cuts. This also is part of a broader movement advocating for ultra rich to pay their fair share in taxes and support public services. And we already know that when you look at the charts, they're being in New York City, people are just being taxed really heavily across the board. And the reminder is that one of Mamdani's plans is to tax 2% levy on assets about above $100 million. So another thing that I want to say is that with this tax the rich, and one of the things that are important is in a conversation is increasing the wage to $30 an hour. Now, I live in New York City. I understand it's really expensive. It is really expensive here, period. But this, I don't think, is the solution. There are people doing very, very tedious jobs in New York City that don't even make $30 an hour. Some of them are in the MTA system, for example. Like I don't understand this. Like the other part is too that what happened in 2020 when we kept saying we need the justifying people to increase their wages. Well, I don't know if you guys know this. I just posted this on my chat. On my feed. New York City restaurants are now hiring cashiers from the Philippines who work from Zoom for $3.75 per hour.
Wow.
And so, for example, restaurants in Manhattan, Queens, and Jersey City are leading this new experiment where customers walk in to order food. They are greeted by a smiling face on a digital screen.
Wow.
So we are ushering, like, the, really, guys, if you are real New York, then you understand that if we have Zoran Mamdani, it's because he wasn't voted in by real New Yorkers. He was primarily voted in by people, young people who've been here less than 5 years, and a huge percentage of immigrants, which are real New Yorkers too, but about 50% of us said no. Now, here's the other part. Besides the people that went to vote, there were more New Yorkers that could have voted, but we stayed home. So I don't want to keep repeating. We don't want to keep repeating ourselves. What we're saying is that the PSYOP has worked. There are a big number of people who, rightly so, and I get it, this is a corrupt system. But when you overwhelm the system, you see that change can be made. And we do not overwhelm the system by staying home. And we do not overwhelm the system by complaining at the people who are trying to create change. Because that's sort of like energetically crabs in the bucket mentality. All you're doing is weighing those people down. So as we start winding down today's show, I just kind of want us to sort of contemplate, including me. I've been sitting here thinking, how can we do better at this time? And it's okay to look back and say, we're all human beings. We can't be canceling human beings just because they had one bad moment, one bad decision, unless, of course, that was somebody got harmed or a child was harmed. There's no-nos that you can't come back from at all. But other than that, why can't we all try to make and put a better step forward?